Hi Pisces, and welcome to my channel. My name is Maria Guyon and I am an intuitive business coach and tarot card reader and a green witch. I'm here to help you to banish the blocks to your business success so that you can manifest the kind of business and life that other people only ever dream of. You ready to get started on this business and finance reading, Pisces? Let's get cracking. We start with the overall theme for your money, which is Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. Now this card tends to pop out to remind us that sometimes giving can be better than receiving. And I know if you're short of money, you're probably thinking, no, right now, receiving would be really cool. This card is here to remind you that actually sometimes the more generous you are of spirit, the more you get in return. Comes with a warning that sometimes you can be generous and generous and generous and generous and you get nothing back. So set boundaries. Please set boundaries as to how generous you are willing to be. But if it comes to things like doing some nice freebies for your clients, some freebies to get some clients in, be generous with that. I'm finding that there's resistance sometimes to freebies. I talk to my husband about freebies all the time. And I don't know if it's a man-woman thing, but I'm very much of the opinion that giving people a glimpse of what they'll get from you. I mean, this is a freebie for me. This is a glimpse of what you get if you get a reading from me. And my husband will go, but you're just giving everything away for free. Why will anybody pay for anything if you just give it all away for free? And of course there are some people that will just take everything for free and will never pay me for anything. And that's fine. There are some people in the world that can't afford my fees. I am reassuringly expensive. You know, I have a track record for helping businesses. I'm a great business consultant, and I'm not saying that to toot my own horn. Well, I kind of am. But the thing is that in order to get where I want to go, I need to give things away so that people understand the kind of things that I am doing. And my husband says, no, you shouldn't give anything away. You should make people pay for everything. And I don't really feel that way at all. So Lion Spirit is here to tell you that sometimes you have to be generous of spirit, that you have to give, but do set those boundaries as to how much you are prepared to give away. Although recently I have seen several multi-million-dollar business women who have built fantastic businesses by giving away loads and loads and loads of stuff. Absolutely loads of stuff. The only thing they do not give away is access to them. There's people that I see making multitudes of videos on YouTube explaining how to do things and explaining why you should be doing things, but you don't get access to pick their brains in person unless you pay. And that's absolutely fair enough, isn't it? Anyway, enough of me lecturing you now. This is just Lion Spirit reminding you that by being generous of spirit, you know, karma's a great thing and you'll get back what you give out. Just be careful. Be careful that you don't deplete yourself and burn out by giving too much. Where you need to focus your energy this month is the Justice card. Truth and clarity. Okay, this is about uncovering the truth. It's about being fair. It's about having balance in your life. And again, you know, maybe this is related to this. You know, you focus your energy on giving the free stuff away, but be balanced about it. Oh, flipping heck. Look at this, another major arcana. Your strengths. The Star card. This is all about peace and healing. It's about optimism, renewal. It can be about stripping back. And I wonder if maybe I'm going to say this again, I keep repeating myself through all these readings. This last few months have been really interesting. June, every single reading I did spoke of people feeling stagnation. And I think there were several reasons for that. I think the pandemic was just wearing people down. I think a lot of people had come to the end of their tether, struggling to keep up, struggling to keep going, struggling to adapt to this new world situation that we were finding ourselves in. And I think a lot of people were just fed up. They were sick to death at the end of 2020. And they thought with great optimism that 2021 was going to be different. We got 6 months into 2021 only to find that a lot of the things were still the same, very much out of our own personal control. And I think people just felt that stagnant, nothing seems to be changing feeling. And then we had some eclipses during that month. And July began with a completely different energy, and it was very much about transformation. It felt like people had got sick of the stagnation and just gone, right, okay, I'm fired up now to change things. I need to just look at everything. Same sort of energy actually as this star card, which is why I'm thinking of it, because people started to strip back what they were doing. They started to look at where they could change things. They were looking at the fact that this new situation that we were finding ourselves in with a pandemic was creating long-term issues. I know for me, when it first started, I am an ecotherapist, and my work involves getting people out into the woods, into the mountains, by the ocean, and doing therapy work. And of course, this all started, and I couldn't do that. And the masks created a disconnect between me and my clients. We need to be, not on top of each other, but, you kind of have to sit by each other so you can hear what each other is saying, because sometimes the ocean is noisy, sometimes the wind through the trees is noisy, and you've got to kind of be together. And then we had a really serious lockdown here that meant that we weren't even allowed out of our houses. The police wanted to know exactly what you were doing. You were checked as you went into the supermarket and all this sort of business. And it was very harsh. And so my business was never going to work. And I wrote in my diary, I'll give it 2 or 3 months and then we should be all right. So I'll pause for 2 or 3 months and then I'll get back on with it. And I'll try to use Zoom instead and do all my ecotherapy work online. Well, I think there are a lot of ecotherapists that are probably a lot cleverer than me and made it work. I could not make it work. Without being able to go outdoors, without being able to connect, it just felt like ecotherapy was just therapy, and that wasn't really what I set out to do. The magic is in nature. So it didn't work for me. So I think there are a lot of people that were just like me, that were looking at their business and going, well, this is a temporary situation. We can cope in the short term. We'll do some extra this or that and it'll all be fine. Only to find that things got a lot worse before they got better. Now I closed my ecotherapy clinic because as the time went on, I realised there was no way I was going to pick up where I'd left off. It just wasn't happening. So I changed the way that I do things. Now, I'm not sad about it because I've completely overhauled my business and stripped it back. This energy here, this star energy, and I feel like August now, if June was stagnation, July was transformation, where people were looking at how they could make things change, how they could make their businesses adapt to this situation, how they could take them online, how they could make offerings that didn't revolve around people actually walking into your bricks and mortar store, or how to do things without actually coming into contact with lots of people, because we were forced not to contact people. So, we didn't have a choice in the matter. August is now about reassessing. It's about, you've thought about the transformation, you might have added some new products, you might have taken some products away. It's about reassessing now where your ideas were working or whether they weren't. And I feel very much like people are looking at what they did throughout June and July and are going, right, yes, this worked, that didn't, this worked, that didn't. And making a plan now to go forward. And I think if you are clever, and I know you are, you will put stuff in place, boundaries in place, support structure in place, in case this thing carries on. In case we carry on with this situation where we can't meet face to face, apart from on odd occasions or in restricted circumstances. It's time now to strip everything back. This, for me, is about renewal. And it's about you making a plan for the business, for your future, and knowing where you want it to go. There's a lot of sadness, and I feel a lot of sadness also, about the loss of certain things in my old business, my ecotherapy clinic. Maybe, you're feeling sadness too, that the things that you really love to do are just not possible for you now and may not be for the foreseeable future. But it's time to heal that now. It's time to get some optimism together, to look at what you can do, not focus on what you can't, to heal any old wounds. I'm not telling you to get rid of things, and Spirit is not telling you to get rid of things that aren't working currently. Spirit is just saying, shelve them for now. You might be able to get them out again later. But for now, strip back to what you can make work in the circumstances that we are currently in. And I think you're going to have some great ideas on this one. Possible obstacles when it comes to money is the Emperor. Focus and stability. This is another major arcana. Pisces, this is a big month for you, big month for your money. I think there's a massive mindset shift going on with regards to your money. I think the truth of your situation financially is becoming very clear, and you have some work to do to heal your mindset when it comes to money. And you've recognized that now, and you're very, very focused on healing any old money blocks. You've learned, you're gonna learn that by being generous more comes in. I think a lot is coming clear for you. The obstacle is the Emperor. Now, he's very much about setting rules and setting boundaries. He's very much about what is right and what is wrong. He's quite a stable sort of guy, as it says here, stability, focus. It being a challenge to you, I'm going to clarify why he's a challenge or an obstacle in that position, because I feel like there's more to the story there for this. It could be that there is a lack of stability, or a feeling of a lack of stability. But then I've clarified it with the King of Pentacles there, and he is all about ambition, rewards, reliability. He's the King of Business, actually, this King of Pentacles. He's very good. He's a great leader. I love this card, actually, when he comes out. Now, why this could be a challenge or a block, I'm not sure still. Why is this a challenge or a block, Spirit? You know, this... Whoa! That flew out. The World. Another major arcana, Pisces. This is crazy. This is about you coming full circle, feeling fulfilled, celebrating, come to completion. Why this would be a challenge for you, I don't know, because that is pretty amazing stuff. Why is this a challenge? This is getting crazier by the minute. Choices. You've got a choice. Now, it could be slow-moving choice, but you have a choice as to what direction you choose to go in. Now I've got the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is about moving forwards, letting go of old things. It's about putting your energy in and getting results. There's a story here. This, to me, is linked to the Star card, about letting go of things that perhaps haven't been working for you. And you have to make the choice to do that. The world is waiting. Your success is waiting. I feel like perhaps the challenge is that there will be a lack of focus, a feeling of instability, of you not really knowing where to go. But you need to focus your mind now, Pisces, because if you get your mind focused, you will... The rewards, look at it, the King of Pentacles, a business leader, a wealthy business leader. The world becomes your oyster. Everything comes to completion. You've got reason to celebrate. Could be about travelling there, Pisces. Maybe you need to go somewhere. But the Chariot is there telling you that you've got a choice. You need discipline, determination. You're going to need to make some decisions. This card is also actually about focus. So I think there could be a little bit of you knowing what you need to do to a point, but then struggling to focus and make the decisions as to which way to go. Definitely watch out what you're focusing on. Maybe you're focusing on the wrong things. Maybe Spirit just said to me you're focusing on the receiving and not the giving. But put your energy into it. Let go of anything that is not serving you anymore. Let go of the pain of losing your business as it might have stood before, or the ideas you had for a new business before all this started, and it probably blew them all out of the water. I've messed all my cards up now, look at that. The outcome for your finances, oh my god, look at that. It's the Chariot. Discipline and determination. This is about you being in control, being focused, being disciplined, moving forwards. Financially, which is what this reading is all about, I think there is definitely a focus here on you looking deeply at what you want from your money. Something is becoming clear to you. The truth is out. And I do feel it's your mindset about money that is getting in the way. Are you feeling a sense of lack all the time? Is that what it is? And really you should be focusing on being generous and giving to people. Think about your money on your business actually from the perspective of what you are giving to people. It's an exchange of energy. Business is an exchange of energy. Money is energy. What you're giving to people is energy, and it's just a exchange of those two things. It's as simple as that. If you're giving lots of energy and getting not very much energy in return, that is out of balance. If you're requesting a lot of money and then not really giving of yourself in return, that's out of balance. And this guy is really about balance. So I think you need to be looking at what you're giving and what you're expecting in return. And I am being told by Spirit that you need to focus more on what you are giving, the value that you are giving, rather than chasing the money. Because if you stop chasing the money and worrying about what you don't have, then your financial situation will change. But it's definitely all about focus. And with the Chariot here as your outcome, your potential outcome, this is all about you meeting conflict, but actually just getting on. Finding solutions every time an obstacle comes up. You just crack on, determinedly taking on challenges, moving onwards and upwards. When a rhino starts charging, you're not going to stop him, are you? And he's not going to stop to look at whatever's going on around him at the side. He's not going to be distracted. He's just going to keep going forward. This is all about you progressing, reaching victory, meeting your ambitions when it comes to your finances. But I think there's a mindset shift here. The amount of major arcana cards in this reading is phenomenal. These are major life lessons. There is a big change coming in here this week for you, Pisces. And I think it'll have a knock-on effect. I think this will carry on throughout the rest of the month of August, to be quite honest. Yeah, I think, overall Spirit's saying that's it now. Just focus on being of value. Stop chasing the money. Be of value, and the money will come to you in the end. So, what's going on in your general business reading? We've got a reverse card here. We've got the Three of Bows, fulfillment, but in the reverse. This is the wands, the equivalent of the wands. This is the Wildwood Tarot, and I really love it. I'm going to turn it that way so you can see. The Three of Bows, fulfillment. Now I'm being drawn towards those snakes on his clothing there, the intertwined snakes, and it's reminding me of the doctor, the medicine doctor symbol. That's what I'm being told, that it's like the doctor. So are you a healer? Are you in the healing profession somewhere? I feel like you're in the healing profession. You're helping somebody overcome something. And I feel like there's a message here for medical people, or people that do natural healing rather than maybe medical stuff, but natural healing, energy healing, that sort of thing here. Now, so we've got the Three of Bows there. This is about how to make your plans happen. It's about having confidence. It's about watching your ships coming in. Normally, if you look in the Rider-Waite Tarot, he's standing there waiting to see what's coming in. It's about foresight and exploration. But he's in reverse. So what's going on there? This ties in with a lot of this, actually, and with what I was saying to you at the beginning of this reading about the fact that people are using August, or the energy of August is about reassessment. The July readings were all about transformation. The August readings are all about assessing where that transformation took you, and this is no different. This is all about maybe a venture not working out as you planned it. It's about you needing to review the details of it and making adjustments before you go any further. Alright? This can be about impatience, disappointment, and self-doubt. Let's see what the next cards are before we go deeper into it. Where you need to focus your energy on is the Ten of Feathers, recovery and transformation. That's interesting. We've got the snake here. Ten of Feathers is all about a painful ending possibly sometimes, but it is about recovery and transformation, and I feel in this reading it is about transformation. It's about shedding skins. And this card has come out for several of my readings this week. This is about what is working and what is not working in your business. So interesting. Your strengths. This is a lovely card to get in this position. Your strengths, your passion, and your creativity. Queen of Acorns is a lovely card, and I really love her. She is the life and soul of the party. She attracts people to her. She's a social butterfly. She can be a little bit cheeky. She can be a bit naughty. But I feel like this readjustment stuff and the transformation stuff, your strength will lie in your creativity. Your intuition will guide you towards what you need to create. And I feel like for some of you, this situation, this last few months has created a lack of enthusiasm. There's a lot of people who've been suffering from burnout. A lot of people who have lost a little bit of love for their business because they felt stuck. And I feel very much like this card is indicating that your enthusiasm will come back. This card feels a little bit sad to start with, this overall energy for the week. It does feel like you're looking at your business and going, oh, I don't know whether I want to be bothered. You don't feel particularly enthusiastic about it. In fact, the idea perhaps of sitting there and writing a new plan for your business is making you just want to go to sleep. You just want to walk away from it. You're not interested, your enthusiasm's waning. But actually, by creating this plan and looking very closely at your business and what you're creating, what you would like to create, how you would like to move forward, you will end up feeling way more enthusiastic. You'll be back on track. Possible obstacles. We've got the Four of Shells. This is about emotional stability and grounding yourself before making choices. It's about soul searching. Now, again, I'm being drawn back to this, to you needing to make choices, to you moving forwards and letting go of a few things. And I feel the emotional aspect of letting go of a few things might hold you back a little bit. But what I want you to do is ground yourself before you make any choices. It's linking back to this Chariot. You've got two Chariots here, which are all about choice. And I feel very much like you don't need to be rushing into making choices. Really solidly evaluate. It's very easy, I'm telling you here to make a business plan and reassess where you're at in your business and see what's working and what's not and what you can do more of that actually brings you joy and serves your customers better. But it's actually very easy to think, oh, okay, I'm just going to do this, this and this, and just jump ahead and do it without really giving it the full measure of your attention. Don't do anything spontaneously just to see what happens. I want you to really think hard before you make a new move. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Your outcome. Oh, I can't believe this. Pisces, look at this. The Shaman, divine wisdom and spiritual power. This is the Hierophant in other decks. He's about divine wisdom. He's about teaching. He's about your values. He's about tradition and principles. I was going there to clarify that card, and Spirit said no. Spirit said if I clarify the cards, it would bring out these same cards. These cards apply here. You will achieve this wisdom. You're going to reevaluate. You're going to understand where your business is going. You're going to cut the crap. Thanks, Spirit. And the way forward will become clear to you. You will step into your own power at the end of this, and you will feel a better person for it, because it will be who you are. You will be spiritually in alignment with yourself at the end of this plan, because you will know as you make the plan what makes you feel heavy in your stomach or in your heart, and what actually lights you up, what actually fires up your enthusiasm. You have the world at your feet, Pisces. You have every opportunity of becoming a great leader, being very wealthy out of it, but just set some boundaries. Set some boundaries and watch your focus. Alright, Pisces, I'm going to leave that there for this week. I really enjoyed that. I'm stunned by the amount of Major Arcana cards that have come out. Please let me know in the comments what massive changes are occurring in your business. What things have you been affected by? Has the pandemic affected your business? Have you had to start changing it over? Are you looking at rebuilding? Have you lost a business and then you're sitting there thinking, well, I don't know how to move forward now? Let me know in the comments, because I'd love to help you. We can have a chat about it. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Please like and subscribe. This is a baby channel and I'm trying to grow it. It's free for you, but it helps me so much to know whether you're appreciating these readings or not. And I will see you again next time. This is Maria Guines signing out with love and magic always.